This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
You're listening to INC Radio.
Broadcasting live from Chicago, Illinois. DZEM 954 AM station. Here to bring you great conversations about faith, people, places, culture, and recent events all around the district. Join us on YouTube at INCradio.org. Hello, Northern Midwest and the rest of the world. It's time to get this show started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of INC Radio, Northern Midwest. Yes, that is such a that we have. Today, I am one of your. I wouldn't really say host. I say panelists here today in our topic, and which I want to ask. And I want to ask my friend here. What are we talking about today?
I am the other panelist, I guess we can call it that. But we are talking about today, for today's broadcast, about taking the extra minute for, I guess, both of us and for things that we do a lot. There's many circumstances wherein we have to, or we find ourselves maybe taking a little more time than necessary to accomplish certain tasks. And so we're going to talk about, when these things happen, and good things that have come out of those experiences. But of course, we want to hear from all of you two who are listening in our YouTube live chat. So yeah, let us know your thoughts if you have got any situations wherein maybe what others may call being overprepared actually did help in the long run. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about this.
Yeah, so let's get to it. Well, since you already mentioned it, I would assume that you are someone who over-prepares rather than under-preparing. I think we're both the same in that regard of like over-preparing stuff. But well, what would you say is like kind of like, can you give me like a scenario where you would say you over-prepare?
Going on vacation is gonna be, for me at least, like when I always compare to my sister. Oh no, especially my brother-in-law. Whenever we're going on vacation and I see what he packs, to me it's like the bare minimum of what he needs. Like it'll be okay. I mean, of course, when you're going to somewhere like international maybe, or like a family house, you can always like rewash your clothes, things like that. So you bring like the minimum. Like for me, I'm always like the one who's like, okay, I need an outfit for this day. Bring an extra shirt or something in case it gets wet or something like that. And then like, leave a couple spaces for, maybe things I'm going to buy at my destination. So like, I always find myself with like extra clothes to bring. And I have in circumstances like when I was on vacation in the Philippines this past winter here, of course. Like I've actually needed extra socks because like the ones that I had used got wet. And so I was like, oh, good thing I brought this extra pair so that I didn't have to walk around in like wet shoes, because no one likes that feeling. So yeah, packing extra clothes is something I'm like always going to do on vacations. So
I'm with you with that. Are you the type who like you prepare, like you plan out outfits for like your vacation, or do you just kind of like this goes together with this, or like let's say this kind of shirt goes well with this, with these pants that I'm planning to bring. So you just kind of like bring all of the shirts that you pick out of the shirts that fit with that.
I'm a little bit of both. Like when it comes to like jeans or shorts. Like those I'm more okay to like use with like multiple days. But I will get to the point of, oh, maybe this day I'm gonna wear this outfit. This day, the following day, I'm gonna wear this outfit. Like I'm a little bit of, I'll be able to match what I wear, like shirts to like the jeans or pants, but I'll kind of be the one to be like, I need this many outfits because I'm going to be on vacation for this many days. And so like everything, I don't know, might be a little bit too much to some people, but like I need to make sure I have outfits for every day I'm gonna be gone. So
No, if you think that's too much, okay, this is what I do. Okay. You think that's too much? This is what I and this is I have proof of this because this is what I did last vacation we had last year when we went to Florida. This is what I did. I okay, so I had the outfit that I wore that I'm still planning to kind of like wear again. You know, like I was wearing jeans. I was wearing my white sneakers, and I was like, I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna wear this for other days.
yeah.
And so I don't have to put these in my bag. That's extra space that I can use. But uh I ended up bringing khakis, another pair of jeans, because the one I was wearing was blue, but I was like, well, what if I want to wear black jeans? So I brought my black jeans. I was like, okay, I need of course I'll need my worship service clothes. So I also brought like my dress pants. And
Yeah.
then in terms of shoes, I had my white sneakers on. I was like, well, what if I with my what if like my white sneakers doesn't pair with my black jeans?
That's what
So
I was
I
gonna say.
so I brought I brought white sneakers, boots, dress shoes.
Yeah, no,
I brought four pairs of shoes and
no,
four pairs of shoes, two kinds of like dress shirts. Because I was like, well, I had my navy dress shirt. And I was like, well, what if I want to wear my white dress shirt? So I brought a white dress shirt as well. And I think I brought twice as much as I thought I needed in terms of like t-shirts. And of course, I brought my pajamas as well. So
yeah.
my bag was like the biggest. like like all four of us, my bag was like the biggest, and I had a separate smaller bag for like my shampoo, my toothbrush, like my razors and everything. Because I
Oh,
also had like a separate, because I used a separate soap for like my face,
okay.
and everything. So
Oh,
like my, I had a bag for my gadgets, a bag for my toiletries, and like a large bag for my clothes. And this is like a road trip, okay? Like this
oh,
isn't like you're flying across the world. This is like a road trip to Florida.
oh, okay. I was like, okay, I get it, but now that you mentioned that it was just a road trip. No, but
Like
I
I am
totally
no.
see that.
No, I would say that is the definition of being over prepared because I didn't even wear half the stuff that I brought.
But like, I know there's other circumstances wherein it's not maybe a case of being over prepared, but like
Mm,
taking an extra step and then catching something that make you may not have noticed right away. Like for example, this was I forget sometime within the last year, I think. But I was driving one day, like I was driving to work, um,
mhm,
and I didn't think much of it, but like as I'm driving on the highway for one, I noticed like my car kind of like would naturally drift like to the right.
ooh.
Okay, but then I was like, okay, maybe it's just misaligned or something. Like maybe they
Mhm.
decided, but like it wasn't.
Like when you let go of like the steering wheel,
Yeah,
like you
it would
see it
naturally.
kind of
Like
like
I can feel it
turn.
turning. So like
Mm.
normally I thought like okay maybe like it was something just like the mechanics did, but like it wasn't to the point where I was like having to force like myself to like steer like the steering wheel to like drive straight. So I was like okay I can still handle driving normally.
Mhm.
Like to me it didn't seem much of an issue until like one day I decided okay, I should probably check this out. Like, it doesn't seem to be like correcting. It turns out I don't know when it happened, but the tire, my front passenger tire, somehow got like stripped in a way. So like some of
Oh.
the rubber came off of the tire, so you could see like it's not like
Mm-hmm.
flat, like you know what I mean? It's not even. So like you can tell like some of it is like I guess shaved off is the like
Yeah, afraid. Yeah.
yeah,
Or
or
is that the right
frayed
term
or
for it?
pretty much disappeared, I guess. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was it wasn't even. So I was like, oh, good thing I like checked it before it did get worse. So like the
Mm.
next maybe like weekend after that, like we brought it to the car shop and then like we got new tires and everything was better. And then I was like, oh, this is how this is what it was supposed to feel like when I'm driving. So
Yeah, that's another thing with like road trips that you gotta
yeah.
prepare for, especially especially for road trips.
Hmm.
Uh, like you need to check like your cars, of course,
Yeah.
your brake fluid, your coolant, your oil, like everything. Like please check out like everything. My dad does that before we leave for a road trip. He always like checks like the maintenance of like the car, like just especially if you're planning to drive it far,
Yes.
you got to make sure that everything's working as it should.
Right.
He checks the tire pressure, it checks the fuel, it checks like the oil and the coolant, it checks the brake fluids. Like it checks everything before we leave for like a road trip, because we tend to have like a lot of road trips throughout the year. So yeah, it always makes sure that it's okay. That's under the thing about like being, we call it like being over prepared.
Hmm.
And another thing that we have in our car, especially in the winter, it's like
Yeah.
like we have I think I mentioned this before. We have we have a bag with blankets,
Hmm.
gloves. What do you call it? Like hat. It's not really a hat. It's like a warm thing you can, a beanie. It's a
Oh,
beanie.
okay.
uh, like stuff that will keep you warm, like in the
Mhm.
winter. Like we always carry that, and we always have like a case of like water, like in the back, just in case. And like not paranoid, but it's like it's a just in case the car breaks down, we have to wait. Like it's good to have like those. It's good to have those things in general. But for you, like I want to hear your logic behind like being over prepared. So like, why do you like over prepare?
Because if like people are like me, maybe they can relate in the sense where there's a lot of times wherein I set out to do like something and then realize I'm not going to do the plan that I had in mind. It's kind of like
Mm,
to use the example of like maybe like window shopping wherein like you're going through the mall and then you're like passing by a store and then you realize, oh, I actually need this, but like in a more what do you call it, that's maybe a stretch for that example, but like there are like
mhm,
the situations where you do find yourself you know maybe like grateful for the situation that you do have things to maybe not only help yourself but possibly other people too, because there are times when you do have to be prepared to help out other people in a way
mhm,
too. So like that's why I um try to have like other things, like we were talking about this before we started, like having extra cash on hand if need be. I know in the case when I went on vacation to Korea also last winter, like there are
mhm,
the situations wherein they don't accept card, like especially if you're in like a local market. So you do need to be prepared. And at least I guess that's maybe my little bit of preparation, but like the research of what I needed to do to feel the most confident, especially when traveling internationally. Doing your research on like what's common there, how to get around, how to pay for things, and things like that. So, um,
yeah,
yeah, that's why I do it.
I wouldn't even call that being over prepared. Like especially if you're traveling to another
Oh, true.
country, a country where you won't have like someone to kind of like guide
Mm,
you,
mhm,
like especially if you know that and you're kind of like traveling there by yourself to another country. I wouldn't
mm,
even call that being over prepared to like kind of like know, like let's say know the bus, the bus
mhm.
routes that you're gonna be like taking, or the train routes that you're gonna be like taking, right? It like that's not even being over prepared. It's just being prepared.
I mean, maybe
During
if it was like me too, I think maybe the over preparation just comes in the circumstances that may just be like completely absurd. Like, as in,
Mm,
oh, I'm gonna be at like too late at night and there's not gonna be a bus around. What am I gonna do? Or like the subway or the train, because it does like stop at a certain
mm,
time. I'll be like, oh, what if I'm like in the market out later? What if I'm like at this convenience store? What am I gonna do if I'm not able to get back home or to like the hotel the way that I did go, like leaving the place? So
Thinking
yeah,
about like the what else. Yeah.
sometimes I create those like types of situations in my head. So it might not be a realistic over preparation, but it does happen
Mhm.
for me.
It's preparing for the circumstance that like
Yeah.
it's not the once you mention it, at least like those are things that could happen, and those are things that commonly happen sometimes. So like it's a good thing to be prepared for those. For me, when you were answering, it made me think like, well, why do I like over prepare to the point of like I'm carrying twice as much stuff that I need, like like I realistically need. Because there were like we've had road trips before where I was like, okay, I want to carry the least amount of stuff that I can carry. So I just,
Mhm.
I just like, okay, I'm not gonna carry like a travel size like shampoo bottle. I'm not gonna carry, like I'm not even gonna carry a toothpaste. I'll just bring my toothbrush and I'll be good. I'll just bring like was is this a like a 3-day trip? Okay, then I'm just gonna carry three different changes of clothes. I'll have one pair of pants for like casual, like if I'm just like walking around, and a pair of pants that's like for formal events, and same with like shoes. Like I'll just bring one pair because I don't need to. But there were moments where, or there were instances where, let's say we had a stopover at like a hotel and it had like a pool and I wanted to swim, but I'm like, I didn't bring an extra pair of clothes. Or like we'll arrive at like a hotel and there's not enough, like there's not enough toothpaste, not enough shampoo or soap for like everyone. And it's like, well, you know what, and that's what made me think, it's better if I have these things. Like it's good if it's provided, like let's
Mhm.
say you're staying at a hotel, it's good if it's provided, of course.
Yeah.
But if if not, then you're not worrying about, oh, I need to shop for like shampoo, I need to shop for like toothpaste or like whatever you think. So, like I have it. I have it with me. Even with clothes. Clothes, I feel like I could do a little bit better with that and not bring my entire closet with me when I travel. Like I still could do a little bit better in that. I'm planning next time I go on vacation. I'm planning to bring less clothes with me. But in terms of like things, like like instances like that, it's like what made me think of like, what, it's better that uh it's better that I have it and I don't need it rather than to need it and I don't have it. Because
Uh,
what ends up happening in that case is I end up spending more money than I planned.
yeah.
you know, you know,
I mean,
and I
that's
might
why.
be tired. I'm like, I want to rest, but I need to buy this because I don't have it. So I'm like looking up, okay, wait, what's the nearest like convenience store?
I think that relates to what Noah Zario in our YouTube live chat said. I know I relate to this. I'm pretty sure you do too. I'll make sure, he says, I'll make sure that I'm prepared, and then I'll realize how much things I forgot. So like that's how I saw it. Like you think of all the stuff that you need to bring, like what you were mentioning too, clothes,
Mhm.
other essentials. But then once you arrive, you're like, how did I forget this thing?
That still happens to me. That still happens to me. Like I brought all this stuff, but I still forgot this. Like why? why? Why am I like? This? And it's okay. I mean, like like you kind of just accept that can happen. You can only be so prepared for it. Like and I saw someone. There's a comment there that made me laugh. Someone said something about bringing an extra phone charger.
Yes.
'Cause
Yes.
especially in activities, because someone's bound to like to borrow their phone charger.
Mhm. Yep.
So like I've gotten into the habit of bringing like an extra phone charger with me because I know somebody's gonna borrow it.
Guilty.
But someone's
I've
gonna ask me,
done
"Do you
it.
have a charger for this?" So like, yeah, I think I do. I think I have. I brought an extra one in my bag. just I just hope I don't forget to ask like for my charger back before they
Yeah.
leave.
No,
Because that's
that's
happened before where like, oh, they left already. But I think they still
like,
have
oh
my
yeah, they borrowed this.
yeah. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's a charger.
Yeah.
I'll just buy another one.
Oh, yeah. I've been on both sides of that, wherein I've needed to ask for a charger, or I've given my charger to someone.
That and yeah, a charger and a battery pack. Like definitely a
Ooh,
battery pack. Like one of those like portable charging ports, because like not all the places that you go to will have like a convenient outlet, or even some places don't even allow you to plug like
right.
devices into the outlet. So it's always it's always nice to have like a portable charger, for just in case you need to charge your devices, because if you're like me and you forget to charge your devices before a road trip, and you're like, "Whoa, this is a 5-hour drive, and I have half of like my battery percentage." I mean, you can still plug it into the car, but
Yeah, like it's not.
other things.
I was gonna
Mm.
say it's not ready for you when you need it, and that kind of stinks a little bit when it's not ready when you want it. But yeah, at
Mm.
least we're
Yeah, this is my
no,
dad. I'm just gonna mention like a
okay.
comment on my dad share. He has an extra puncture pan, like in the car, and that's like like now, and I can attest to that because like at the back of the car, like there's always this like a suit. What do you call it? A suit bag? Like it's
Yeah.
like kind of like a bag for your suit,
Hmm.
and he
Yeah.
has a gray suit, and he has a gray suit, a black suit, and a blue suit. That bag.
Thanks.
And different neckties,
Oh,
which it's always there. It's always in the car.
oh.
It's always in the
Is it
car. So
is it like
yeah,
you where you have to like color coordinate the suit to the tie?
yeah. Like
Nice.
he has one that matches with like each one, and it's always
Nice.
like in the back of the car. Like he never takes it out of like the car. It's always there. Just in case he needs a suit and he
Mhm.
forgot to bring it. It's like, okay, I still have my extra suit. I still have my extra suit like in the car. Being able to prepare this one is like it can be like like it can be like very good. I know there's like also like some cons to it, but for the most part, if you and this is like the principle I kind of stand on with it. Like
Mhm.
if you have the space for it, why not? Right? In terms of like bringing stuff, if you have the space to bring it, why not? Why not have it ready? Like it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have
I'm just laughing because I think just going back to the vacation parallel.
it.
If you don't have the space, that's when you buy another luggage so that you can have space to buy all the extra
Honestly,
stuff.
if you can fit it in your bag, and let's say you're staying at a hotel, hotels have those cart things that you can
I
put
know.
your bag on and push it all in one go. Right? It's convenient. Okay, like it's not too what do you call it? It's not too taxing to bring all of like your stuff with you if you really think that you'll need it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a long-ish trip, where that spans over a couple of days. Like it's better to have all the things you think you'll need. Just don't bring your TV with you. I'm just imagining someone. Well, they said over prepare. It's being over prepared is better, so they just load like they
because
use like
because you
TV.
never know when the TV in your hotel room will break, so you have to bring one. Just is that
Yeah, just don't bring your whole like TV with you. But it's something you think you'll need. Even like for me, I don't always need my camera, like my DSLR, but I still bring it
Mhm.
with me because I'm like, what if I want to take pictures? You know, what if I want to take pictures? Like, especially if we're going on vacation, and I know this is gonna be like a scenic
Ah,
place. Like when we went to like Niagara Falls.
uh-huh.
Like I brought my
Fire?
camera with me, but I should have brought something to cover it.
Oh,
At the
that's
same
what
time, it was under my jacket because like the mist was just like
that's
I
what
don't
I
want to
was
bring
gonna
my camera. I'm like covering it with like my jacket.
that's what I was
Like
gonna
I should
say.
have brought something to cover this.
Yeah. The camera was I was gonna say, was the phone the backup or the camera is the backup? Because yeah, you had to make sure that that wasn't wet from
Yeah.
the
First
phone.
time we were going to Niagara, and you want to bring your camera. Wear something that's like waterproof because you like the mist is
Uh-huh.
stronger than you think it is. but, but yeah, like being overprepared, like real nice. And when using vacuum storage bags, we do actually. No, we do actually use that but we use that if we're like, let's say we're moving, like it just helps
Mm,
with like packing up stuff, like you know, a lot easier. But hope you all learned something about being over prepared and being not underprepared, being over prepared. Like the pros of it. I know there's cons of it, but you just kind of weigh it out, like for you, like which one, uh, it it in the situation that you're in depends, right? What you think will benefit more. But yeah, hopefully you'll learn something new. You enjoyed this conversation. And speaking of planning or preparing, our CSE department prepared something for us to learn today. So let's find out what our sign of the week is in our CSD video for today.
This is your
Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Sister Sophia, and I am the secretary for the Christian Society for the Deaf here in the District of Great Lakes. And for today's sign of the week, I'm going to teach you how to sign the word prepare or plan. Now, to sign this word, all we need are both of your hands with your fingers facing up just like this. And your hands will be facing each other, palms facing each other just like this. And now to sign prepare or plan, you'll just move it from one side to the other. There can also be a bit of balance, or you can swipe just like this, as long as your hands are moving together. So just doing it once, that's how you sign prepare. Thank you for joining us in today's Sign of the Week, and we hope to see you more in future activities.
This is your sign.
All right, thank you, Sister Sophia from Louisville for our sign of the week. I just wanted to read at least the last couple of comments that I've seen before we get into our upcoming activities for CFO in action. Everyone's relating to needing to bring extra glasses and contacts. I agree, 100%. So make sure
I'm
that
with you there.
uh,
I always have 3 pairs of glasses with me.
because at least for international, you never know when you'll lose it like overboard if you're on the boat, like you won't see it again. So, anyway, upcoming and recent activities actually that we've had this week in the District of Great Lakes. So starting with an activity that we held today, you'll see photos from this in our next broadcast. But it was a lot of fun earlier today. Actually, before the rain, now it's raining here in Chicago. But this morning we did have our Unity Game softball edition. Yeah, you'll see lots of fun that was had amongst all of the brethren who came here. And then next, on the 31st of this month, to wrap up August, again, we have our musical evangelical mission. This will be at Taft High School in Chicago. So everyone who will be coming here to the Chicago region on that day, please drive safely. And we cannot wait to see all of you and your performances on that day. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. And yes, this is our show for this afternoon here in the District of Great Lakes. We would like to give our shout outs. If anyone has any birthday greetings that you would like to give, we can look through those. Leave them in our YouTube live chat while I give our other greetings and shout outs to those who are celebrating their local anniversaries this month. The month of August, starting with Racine, Wisconsin, the group worship service there, celebrated their third anniversary on August 9. Tomorrow, no, that's actually today in the Philippines, but tomorrow in the States, Cleveland, Ohio will be celebrating their 8th anniversary. So happy anniversary to Cleveland. And then to wrap up, near the end of the month, Naperville is celebrating their 12th anniversary. Again, that will be on the 28th of August. So happy anniversary to all of those local congregations who will be celebrating. And we can't wait to see what you guys will be doing to celebrate. And I'm sure we'll highlight all of those in future broadcasts. We would also like to give our special thanks to those in our District of Great Lakes, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Art Agag, and our District Minister, Brother Elmer Sarmiento. For INCRadio, we'd like to thank our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Oranio V. Manalo, and our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Again, we thank you all so much for allowing us to have this platform to share the activities and everything that we're doing here in the District of Great Lakes. Once again, we will see you next week, again, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. in the Philippines on Sunday. Please don't forget to stay phenomenal, all of you who are tuning in, and don't forget to share this broadcast with everyone, because that is also a great thing, a phenomenal thing to do. So see you, everyone. Take care and be safe.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official